Hey guys, Gus the Guy here, back with more early access fun, in the form, of course, of medieval engineers. So, I welcome you to this week's subscriber showcase, where I show off subscribers' builds that are submitted to me in my Steam group via Steam Workshop, etc. That was a terrible introduction, but deal with it, because that's what you're getting. Anyway, this first submission was submitted by none other than my subscriber, Too Spooky. He calls this the Kingdom Under the Rock, for reasons that will become very clear shortly. So, he has a very... I don't know what the word is. Just an entrance, nothing that stands out too much, which I think is neat. Because it's like, oh, there's an entrance here, why is it here? Who knows, it's mysterious. So let's make our way in here. Okay, so once you come through here, it looks like we're greeted by a burning fire with a bunch of archways and a couple king statues. Very cool. And I should note, by the way, that this is a work in progress, I believe, as he said when he submitted it, but that's okay. Let's just have a look around here. It looks like a watch post, perhaps? I don't know. But I like this idea a lot, and I plan on doing something similar to this at one point in the future. But I really like that he's doing it now, so I can perhaps get some inspiration from him. I like how these flame lantern things, the fire buckets, are inlaid in the wall how they are. I like how that looks very much so. I also like how he made this lantern. That's pretty cool. Then it looks like we're greeted by indoor cafe of some kind. That's interesting. Alright. Now, one thought I have when I'm looking at this Too Spooky is that if it were me, and by all means, don't take this to mean that I don't like what you've come up with. This is just my opinion. But if it were me, I would build these all the way up to the ceiling so they connect. So it looks almost like they're carved out of the stone. Or just built into it as like a support mechanism. Because I realize this is a work in progress. But if you think about it, it doesn't really have any support as it is right now. So if these had some kind of structural integrity, there's a high chance that it might collapse. But that's just my opinion. A little suggestion that I would take into account if it were me building this, but again, it's your build, so do whatever you want. That's just my opinion, because what you're doing looks pretty cool already. It doesn't look very furnished right now, but that's okay, because it is indeed a work in progress. What else do we have around here? Just a couple of foundations of some future buildings, it looks like. Not a whole lot is complete. Are these like standardized housing units? That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Now, there's not a whole lot to it, but I like what he's come up with, and I like the general idea behind what this is. And, ooh, I like that bridge over there, too. Let me go check that out. I wonder if this connects to it. It does. Excellent. Let's go ahead and see what... Woo, I'm on a bridge. Awesome. Nothing fancy, but I like that. If you came up with that, that's really cool, dude. I like it a lot. Alright, looks like that's about all there is to show for this. If I missed something, let me know in the comments, Too Spooky. And I'll be sure to show it in the future once they update, or once you update your build, if you do plan to continue building it, which I hope you do, because I would love to see the final product and get some ideas for my own design. And see, you did what I wanted, what I'm suggesting right here, with the walls going all the way up to the sky, or the ceiling. I like how that looks, but that's just me. If you don't want to do that for all your buildings, then don't feel obligated to. I can't speak. Obligated. There we go. Anyway, that was a pretty cool build by Too Spooky. The link to this, of course, will be posted in the description of this video, so be sure to check it out if you like it, and that way you can stay up to date every time he does an update to it. So, bravo, Too Spooky. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this next build here doesn't have a name, but it was submitted by JohnnyBoy101090. So let's have a look here. Let me see if there's a description, actually. He does say a little bit. It just says, give it a look and see what you think. This was my first big castle on one of the earlier builds of the game. So let's just have a look around in his first big castle. I'd love to see your other big castles, Johnny Boy. So be sure to submit them in next week's thread if you feel they are submittable. So let's go ahead and walk in. So we are presented with a long series of staircases. Very long indeed. Come on. Okay, and now we're here, and this is a different doorway. It's very, very short. It's unique, and I like it for that. Interesting. And I'm not sure what this is. These look like food stalls, perhaps. Interesting. What do we have over here? This looks like barracks or some other kind of thing. I think they're barracks, in fact. Yes, they are. I like that. I like barracks. I built a barracks once. What do we have here? Nothing too spectacular here. Anything... What else have we got? More buildings. I love a good building. Very good, sir. So, let's see what the main castle looks like. I believe this is the main castle. It is the main castle. Okay, so we've got a long pathway to the top. Well, not very long, I suppose. Oh. I was distracted. And lots of pillars. That's interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps this is why I couldn't load it with structural integrity enabled, because when I tried to do it, like, everything collapsed. And I bet it has something to do with these pillars. So, yes, structural integrity is currently turned off. I'm not sure what this is. Is it just a pit of death? I don't know. Looks like there's a few towers here that I have yet to explore. I'm not sure how you access them. Probably access them via the staircase? Yes, you do. Okay. This is where I was earlier. This leads me up higher into where I was earlier. This leads me back to where I was. There we go. I want to go check out this tower. He did something a little different than what I typically do for the supports of the roof, which is nice. It changes things up. Different is always good. Okay, whoopsie. Trying to fly up here, and I can't. Okay, we're going back down. Alright, and that looks to be about it. So nothing too huge and crazy, but it's nice to see smaller builds like this. Because not everything has to be some huge, epic castle. Not to disparage those who choose to build epic castles, which I do enjoy greatly. But it's nice to build something small now and again. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next build. Alright, so this next build is a submission by benjdymond. He says this is quite a big ongoing build, I'll say, and that I may feel free to smash this sizzle up. Shizzle. That's how I say it. Anyway, let's go have a look around. I don't even know where to start. It's so massive and... I don't know, exciting, if that's the right word. So let's start off with this village, which I didn't even notice really until just now. Oh, wow. You put a lot of work into this, I can tell. So, let me see. Now, this is kind of the idea I have for my village that I've been working on, although not with a castle as giant as that one is. But the idea behind having a village with a supporting castle is kind of what I'm after. So what is this? This looks kind of like a church house, perhaps. I think that's exactly what it is. Yep, there's a cross there, so that would say it's probably a church. Which I probably need to add one to my village, because church and religion was a very big thing in the medieval ages. And yeah, so I might build some kind of church or temple. Perhaps I'll make a big, like, church house named after the two hypothetical kings in my shrine. But this isn't about my channel. This episode is about you guys. So then we got a few, I guess, village houses. And this makes me realize how much I wish you could rotate blocks more than 90 degrees. Because it just looks kind of weird, and that's not his fault. It's just the game's fault that they're all on, like, the same perfect 90-degree angle. And I don't like that. I wish you could put these at, like, 45-degree angles even. That would be good enough for me. But that's just something for the future. Different angles don't exist in this world. Don't exist in this world. I feel like I faded out when I said don't, so I repeated myself. Anyway, I digress. So let's go ahead and make my way into the main citadel of the castle. So we're presented with 2 king statues, and then 2 more. I wish they had more statues, because I don't know. It just makes me sad that there's only 1 statue, because I like statues. Oh hey, there's a nice long table here. I like the table. I guess this is like the longhouse, where the wealthy serve their meals and converse with one another. Or perhaps this is just where the lowly warriors eat their meals. Because it is quite close to the entrance, and I don't think the king would want to feast near the entrance. But I could be wrong. That's just my thought process. This looks like little storage sheds. Perhaps in the future they could be stables or something. That'd be neat. What have we got here? Another room that I'm not sure what its origins are. Not at all, but I kind of like how he built this. It kind of reminds me of the barracks, except much more spacious than my barracks that I made. More king statues, and he's making use of these pieces, the staircases. And I kind of like it. It's different. It's unique. Where am I? Man, this place is huge. I love it, and I can't wait for one day to have these worlds bustling with NPCs. That'll just be awesome. And he's furnished like everything, which is just crazy. You've got all this time, man. That is insane. You put a lot of effort into this, I can tell. Okay, what is this? Is this some kind of palace or something? Is this the main palace? I don't know. I want to find the main palace. Wowee. I could almost just do a whole episode just exploring this place because it's so massive. And what's even more cool is that this is all built, according to him, with structural integrity enabled. And I believe him. Wow, that's a lot of green. I can't see anything else. Man, I can't wait for them to have more furniture and stuff. That would be just great. To have more variety in the world. Wow. This looks cool. I like it. You're giving me lots of ideas, man. Many, many ideas. And that's a window with a safety bar. Safety first, kids. Alright, this looks like an important building. Let's make our way inside of here and see what I can find. A lot of carts. That is interesting. I suppose these are probably, or I assume rather, that these are resource carts, right? Look at how strong I am. I'm just lifting it up. Solid wood. Oh, wood, you're such a confusing piece of material. In this game, at least. Oh, weird. What's this? Is this like the central... Is this the central keep thing? No, but this looks like some kind of coliseum. With 4 fires. Interesting. What else have we got here? Anything else? I keep expecting to find like some central castle. I may have missed it, or maybe there's just not one there yet. And this looks like a very important house. Perhaps this is the Lord's Manor. Or the King's, because this is a hell of a building for just a lord. It's probably built for a king. Very cool stuff. He did say I'm welcome to smash this shizzle up after all, so I need to find something cool to smash before I end this episode. What looks like he put the most work into it? Well, I like smashing towers. That's always fun. And wow, lag! Holy cow. What is happening? I can't... Wow, you're making my computer look terrible, video game. Ah, God damn it. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Like, that was so weird. Normally, I never have... Is it just because this place is so massive that it's causing crazy lag? Look at it, it's lagging my computer. I thought I had a good computer. This is an embarrassment for Kessler. You know what? Let me see something. I can't change it there. I remember reading somewhere that if... I knocked that down. That if you have fractures turned off, it can cause more lag than it does when they're on in some cases. I don't know. Because I think that he might have turned off fractures in here. But it seems to be causing more problems than good. I could be wrong, but that is my assumption for this, and why it's not exploding spectacularly. Oh well, exploding is not all there is to life. There is also construction, which this man has clearly put quite a bit of work into. So good work, benjdymond, and good work to all my other subscribers who submitted stuff for this video. I plan to do these weekly. I just barely got 3 submissions this week. I need more. Come on, guys. All you have to do is just find the link to my Steam group in the description, then go to discussions, find the appropriate forum, and click on the week of, I guess, 3/15/15, and just paste a link to your workshop item, and I will probably submit it, unless I have like 20 submissions, in which case I will only pick 3. But anyway, that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this subscriber showcase. Be sure to hit that like button, punch that subscribe button, and become a part of the greatest community on YouTube. Anyway, I'm Kessler the Guy, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye! Problem. Only like 10 more cuts. Oh. How exciting. Watch that be like the let's skip. Oh, come on. Almost there. We're so close. close I can almost taste it. Ah, pleasant that place. We're gonna get there. Guys, I'm going to become an escapist for real soon. Only 5 more cuts. Breaking out with knives and forks. Why is my knife at such a low...